Fighting has intensified in the city of Taiz in central Yemen. Pro-government forces have been fighting Houthi rebels who are aligned with Iran since 2015. A Saudi-led coalition backs the government, but fighters in Taiz say they're exhausted and not getting the help they need. They say military aid is being provided on the basis of their alliance with members of the coalition. Some say the brigades loyal to the UAE get the most supplies.
Had Taiz been receiving the required support, the city would have been liberated by now. Apart from whatever military gear we have, the army and resistance are barely surviving. We are abandoned by the coalition, and we do not know the reasons.
Taiz has not been liberated till now, due to the lack of enthusiasm on the part of the coalition. Taiz residents are capable to liberate the city in no time, only if they receive military and financial support.
Aid organizations, including the Red Crescent, say their staff are stranded. Oxfam says it has closed its office in Taiz. But Taiz isn't the only place where conflicting interests within the Saudi-led coalition have emerged. This is Aden, where the airport remains closed for a second day. Prime Minister Ahmed bin Javaid has visited his office after his troops took back control of government buildings from southern secessionists. Javaid accused the separatists of mounting a coup. Reinforcements from Aden were able to secure some areas, but sporadic fighting continues.
There is no difference between the Houthis and anyone else who rebels against the legitimate government, no matter who they are. If he's not with the legitimate government, then he's rebelling against it and considered an enemy to the entire country.
But it's not as simple, because the fighting sides are supported by members of the same coalition. Saudi Arabia backs government forces, and the secessionists are allies of the United Arab Emirates. Many in Aden have traditionally supported the idea of a separate state, similar to the structure before Yemen's unification in 1990.
We want a civilian government, a government of law, a government made according to the principles of the Southern Transition Council.
The internationally recognized government called in Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates to fight the Houthis. But since 2015, the Gulf region's poorest country has suffered from the world's largest cholera outbreak, and almost half of the country lives in famine-like conditions. And there seems to be no end to the fighting. Osama Bin Javaid, Jazeera.